Oh, this thing? This is Vectingo DVS. I just invented it a few minutes ago. Yeah, brand new exclusive. Yeah, Real is powered by Real Vinyl. That's right. Um, uh, there we go. Yeah, it is indeed not a physical platter. Um, but it's kind of crafty though. Just a second. I have to flip it back. Okay. Yeah, that's one thing they could. I'm gonna give some suggestions, but to improve on, if the screen flips, it actually moves the platter. Um, but it's a little plastic thing with a suction cup. Like you can't see it because it's mapped or it's like right there. But I'll bend it. There you go. So it's a little plastic sheet. Um, and there's a suction cup, and yeah, basically you move the plastic. It spins around the suction cup in the middle. The hardest part right now is finding a place to put it on the camera that's not also moving around a bunch. Um, I'll put it back where I had it. Um, yeah, but I just got it like last week. This is the second time I've been able to use it. Um, it's kind of cool, man. It's kind of cool. It's like I haven't tried the was it the SC500, SC1000, but I imagine this to be fairly similar. But there's a lot of cool. I think there's a lot of cool features of this. Like, I mean, firstly, you have to have like an iPad or get an iPad, so that's the one downside of it. But once you have one, it's like, I think it was like $70 or something like that, or maybe not even, for the fader and the thingy. Um, but yeah, I think it's like it's already cool, but I think it has like some potential because there's stuff in it that I haven't even dove into. Like there's has like a stop. The samples are too long. Oh no. What have I done? Okay. The samples are too long. But basically it's got like an MPC on it too. Is it still going? Okay. Oh, there it finally stopped. Okay, don't touch the MPC pad. So there's MPC on here. Um, but even cooler, I don't have it unlocked because I have to buy it. You know, got to give them. It's fair enough that you have to pay for some of the add-ons and stuff, but it's got a looper, like a scratch looper built in, so you can like do like a scratch thing and then loop it, and then do another one. That seems cool. Um, and then it's got something else. Where is it? The the layout of it is slightly confusing. Maybe I'll get used to it, but um, was it store? Yeah, you can buy. It also does video scratching that I think you can buy. Um, yeah, you can buy the video scratching and you can buy the looper, so you can actually like scratch video right on it. That's kind of cool too. Pirate it. Um, no man, we got support. We got support. This is like, yeah, I think this is like actually kind of cool. Like it's not. When I first saw it, I was like, oh man, like kind of gimmicky scratching on your iPad. But then when I like got thinking about this like little disc thing and the convenience of it, I've been thinking about convenience because I'm going on tour again in the fall, and I'm like, I want something I can scratch on, like, on the airplane or something. Um, and I still have yet to find it. When I'm at home, how many times? That's yet to be seen. But I will say, one second, where is it? Oh, here. This thing right here, this has hundreds of hours on it. This is like this is like definitely my most. I've used this more than my portable turntable. So I think when things are like practical and have like sort of an actual kind of use case and are sufficiently portable, that's the one thing with the portable. Okay, this is my beef, and hence why kind of getting into this to see how I like it. The portable turntables are not actually portable. They're like a portable turntable is like, what is it, like over 50% the size of a normal turntable, you know? Um, oh, this thing? Yeah, I'll practice sets with it, and I'll actually scratch with this thing too. Um, can I even set it up right now? Maybe. No, I think the cable is still MIA. I used it at the festival. Um, and I actually want to get the new version of it. I'm not just shilling beginner DJ gear today, but the new version of it is wireless. I'm pretty sure it's wireless. So you don't even have to connect it directly, which is kind of cool with the potential of like using algorithm and stuff like that. Um, but oh no, I definitely don't fly business class. No, I definitely just drive the people crazy. I actually had I have a funny story about that. I had the Hercules version of this, and the Hercules version is clear and has like a light show going, and you can't turn it off. And you know, probably because I'm on the spectrum or something, I decided to like work on my set on the airplane with this flashing Hercules controller, and someone like reported me to the flight attendant, and but I heard them, and they're like, that guy's gonna give me a seizure or something like that. It was really dramatic, but I was like, Yeah, that's fair enough. That's I can't front on on not wanting the rave on the flight. But with that said, all I did was I put my shirt over it and I kept practicing because, pay for a better ticket. That's all I gotta say. We're all in the same dungeon in economy class, so yeah, deal with it. Um, the app is called that's Shinobi DJ, I guess the app is called, but Shinobi Fader is the actual like technology we got here. Um, yeah, yeah, the Hercules one is dope. The only big difference, and I'm not even sure what I prefer, but this one is like touch sensitive, so you can like scratch and let go. Whereas the Hercules, I believe, never plays by it. Like you can scratch while it's paused, and then you have to hit play to play the sample or something, right? So you're kind of doing this like multitasking thing, I believe. Um, what do you mean? Do I recline my seat in economy? I paid for that, the right to recline my seat. What is this? What kind of you know? If people want to get upset about reclining, you gotta rage against the man. Okay, don't rage against the recliners. Don't rage against each other. Rage against the man who's squeezing us into these sardine cans. Know what I'm saying. Um, the plastic sheet is suction cup to the screen. Yeah, I've heard that too, but like, come on, like, like, it unless we're nobody is reclining and we're all being like miserable. It's like it's either nobody recline or everybody recline, and I'm with everybody recline. Um, oh, you need a more stable table? Yeah, no, this is good practice. This is practice for the real battle. You want to practice on shaky tables. Yeah, this is Vecdingo DVS right here. Just invented. Um, does it does the suction cup prevent it from sucking on it? Wait, senior positive, you're gonna have to reword that. I don't know. I don't understand. What preventing what from sucking on what? Um, Let me see. A grippy roll in the bottom drawers to keep the yeah. I mean, I think the iPad wouldn't slide around, but it's literally on my record that's spinning is the main issue. I think that's the issue here. I don't really have an iPad, but I was using it on a table earlier, and it was good. Yo, Jay Rain in the house. Lost Tone Pros, how you doing, my man? Um, the Radon battle. You'll have to ask him. You'll have to ask him because I want that Facebook page. I want that Facebook page, and I can't wait to own Turntable Notation finally, because I probably use it better than him anyways. Um, use the iPad to scratch the left deck while I scratch on the iPad. What isn't that what it's doing? I'm confused. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, this thing's kind of cool. I'm this is basically my first like jam with it, but it's not bad. Can I hydroplane on it? Absolutely not. No, there is some definite limitations that I realized because there's something curious about the touch screen. This could be a setting or something, or I'm gonna talk to the I've been talking to the developer of it, and I'll maybe ask about this. But basically, like there is no like multi-touch doesn't work, and it actually messes things up, or it does some weird stuff. So essentially, like if you start putting your thumb, or if you try and do like it's like halfway kind of working, but not really. It's like it's not. It doesn't really read. It doesn't really translate like how if you're touching the opposite side of a record, um, or yeah, anything like that. I mean, that stuff's kind of working. Like if you're doing it. Laser taser. I mean, so yeah, that's another one that's a little curious. I think I might have just stumbled on a kind of workaround. No, it doesn't. It doesn't really work. And then when playing it. Yeah, a taser doesn't work because there's no momentum, right? So a laser doesn't work. Yeah, there's no momentum on it, and I don't think that's possible really. Like because this little slip sheet, like as soon as you let it go, it just stops dead. But actually, that doesn't even matter because it's not actually tracking the slip sheet; it's just tracking your touch. So so there is like definitely like a decent amount of like faderless stuff that is just not possible on this thing. So there's limitations, absolutely. But for like kind of normal scratch stuff. It's not bad. It's not bad. Um, yeah, I was thinking about that too with haptics and stuff. I wonder if there's something to that. There could be. There could be. Anyways, that's our little show and tell of the Shinobi fader. I'm definitely going to be exploring it more. I think it's kind of cool. Um, my kind of use case for it is okay. So I have this thing, and I like to run through, like, I can run through DJ sets like on the road in the hotel and stuff. I do it a lot actually. Like I said, I've probably got a couple hundred hours on this thing. Found it very useful, but it's not very useful for running through any sort of scratch routine kind of idea. Even like like I can basically like make my cue points there, and I don't know, make sure the sounds are like loud enough. Maybe that's about it. But I can't really work out like techniques or patterns or anything. It's too small, too dinky. But I was like, I'm looking for something that is like that I could maybe work out some stuff on. Obviously, the WoW machine is an option too, but I slept on the first order, and now it seems like good luck getting a WoW machine if you didn't already receive it. But even with that said, I think there's some benefits to this iPad situation in terms of just like it's a pretty small like form factor. If you're already rocking the iPad, it's cool. There's like Koala sampler, all that on it, and just airdropping samples and stuff and beats back and forth. I like that option of things. The 12-inch portable, oh man, I'm not holding out for that. I don't I was already saying the regular portable is already not portable for me. So 12-inch portable, I mean there it's cool. Yeah. There is cool stuff I guess with that, but for my what I want right now, I want something I can actually make portable. And yeah, the portable turntable is just it's good. It functions really well, but it's just not. Yeah, for a actual portable scratch thing, it's not very portable. QFO, yeah, that's the epitome of not portable. The SC1000, well, yeah, but the SC1000, I'm even less convinced that there's any sort of benefits over the iPad and Shinobi fader, because it doesn't even have the moving platter. Yeah, and like as far as screen and cue points, there's already 16 cue points or something on that, and a bunch of other features. Rock dual QFOs? No, I wouldn't even rock a single QFO or a half of a QFO. Yeah, the QFO seems sick, and then you go to somebody's house and you try it, and then it cures all your gear acquisition syndrome, because it's not very good. Let's just put it that way. Sorry, QFO. No offense to the QFO, but not very good. It's not a hot take. It's like a lukewarm take, I would say. Um, there's some people who love the QFO, I guess, but I've tried it. Same with the controller one. Controller one, yeah. If I had a chance to get one just for the like pure like nostalgia of it, maybe the QFO I would too. But it's purely nostalgia. Like when you actually try it, it's like yeah, it's not that cool. I wasn't like, oh my god, I need this. Still $10 AliExpress styluses, by the way. Dude, I did run out of them. I did run out of them. Well, except I did find one, but I technically have 4 left, but they're all currently on. So I'm done. Like I have 4 left. I have this one, which I didn't know I had this one. I got the AliExpress before I realized I still had one left. But basically, like I'm at the point where I guess if 2 more break or wear out, then I don't have my 4 cartridges and style like with backups. So I looked at the Jikos and they're like $130 a stylus or something, and I was like, man, that's like a lot, that's a lot, and I know there's some bootlegs out there. So I ordered like the whole smorgasbord of bootlegs. These are like all different bootlegs that I got. Bootlegs upon bootleg styluses. There's got the blue ones, the dark blues. We got the black no guards. I can't hold things up to the camera, apparently. Yeah, I got the light blues. I got the white guards, the black guards. Some of them are complete trash. This one is decent. And then I believe this one sounds the best. Got it up. Got it up. But you can already hear it skips a little bit more. A little bit skippier. And then there's some that are trash. I think dark blue is trash. Listen to that for sound quality. Sounds like it's a phone from the 1940s. And it skips. Brutal. What about this one? This is Black McGuard. Because it's a black one that has the guard on it. Maybe even worse sound quality. Marginally better skipping, but not sure if that's worth it. And then I think this is the one. This is a white with a guard. This one looks almost like an official M447. That's like a tiny bit better sound quality. Like super marginal. But skipping a lot, that one. And then my favorite, the secret one. Pretty good sound quality. And yeah, that's the best one so far. I'm gonna maybe do another order because for the order of all of those for like all what I get, I think I got 10 of them. That's like $100. There's less than one Chico stylus. So if any, if they even hold up, then it's worth it. Um, I think they're a different factory than Jico or a different place. Like, because there's been tons of bootlegs for years. Like, even when there was official M447s, I remember you could go and get like the $5 ones from the record store, and they're like not that great. Some of them were not bad though, and that's the case for this one. Double everything for the flips. That's it. Senior positive. Final answer. So the final is the most important final of all time. No, it's double everything. This is the most important. Yeah, we gotta make sure the final is like, the semifinal can't be everything. So it's double points for everything. And because there's slightly over half of the competitors, there'll be slightly more points for the final than the semifinal. Is there a benefit to doing the cartridge? Honestly, I'm not really sure. I don't know. I think there's a reason to do it, to do the angle cartridge, but I forget why. Yeah, I think you're right, Senior Positive. You did the math. Um, yeah, Lamb Shady. Yeah, you could get the strips. Is that what you're talking about? They just rip off a strip. How many M447s do you want? Man, if I like had a time machine, I wouldn't like go and bet on horses or sports or anything or like the stock market. I would just like hoard the strips of M447s. Wiki Lizzie. Okay, you can post links, but you can't post links like that. If you're gonna post the short link, not the one that steals everyone's identity if they click it. What is that? No URLs that take up more than 2 lines. That's the law. Yeah, the Ortofon. Well, the Ortofons are definitely a better deal, and I have the Ortofons coming to check them. Will I return to battling DJs? Tony says on YouTube. No, absolutely not. I'm retired. I battled all the DJs. I beat them all already. Who's left? Yeah, that's the only battle left for me. The battle for Facebook pages. I will, if I need to do that. Yeah, that's the only one. Let me see. A new B. Yo, Turntable Trios. Oh man, Tableless Lounge. Heck yeah. Shouts to Tableless G and Motor. I'll be back there, I'm sure. How you been? That's right, SP. That's my true battle now. The battle of getting people to not flop. What you Radon could beat? No, Lampshady. Don't no. Don't like if it was on a beat, he especially wouldn't beat you. Now, if it was on paper with a pen, scratch battle, maybe. Man, DJ Babu's really nice and he's cool and he if he challenged me right now, I'd be like, no, Babu, why would I battle you? Teach me Blind Alley and some scratches. I have a pattern in my head, not working. Do we have any requests for Masterclass? I didn't even ask. I'm just scratching. This is the no request Masterclass. Do you guys want to see something, a scratch thing I did at the rave? Where is it? Did this at the rave. If I can find it. Oh, here. etc., etc., and then I just scratched over the break. That was it though. The end. That's how we scratch on the over the drum and bass. Tips and tricks. You missed the Shinobi fader. You did, Trollbot. It's just over here. I can bust it back out, um but yeah, I unhooked it. Nice cutting corners. Cutting corn. I don't know why I said that so weird. It's a pleasure having you in the crowd. That's dope. That's a fun night. Let's see here. Skip Chases asked the wickedest of lizards. Bram. No, wait, okay, so skips and doubles, as I like to call them, which I don't really know if there's a formal name. If there is, then I'm gonna be I don't know, beat up for it, I guess, for saying the wrong name. But these are the crazed ones. Yep. So basically, you have your regular chase. That's first step. And then I think like the second, like to start skipping, you need to go. That's sort of the easiest one, the easiest first pattern. It'll help if I put the turntables at the correct speed. But essentially, we're hitting here. I'll do the number one. I'll do the number one so it makes more sense. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, basically. Yeah, so instead of just going 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, we're going to skip the 2 and we're going to do the 3 twice. And then you bring back the 4 as well, so you sort of do the 4 twice. So you skip the 2 over here, you skip the 3 over here. Oops, got too fancy. There, we can do it with one hand as well. That's how easy it is. So if I can do it with one hand, you can do it with two. Choosing which are okay to skip so it still sounds musical, is it basically just making sure you have the snare hit on time. So it's sort of a math thing where basically you like oh no, where is it? You know what? We have the iPad here. I can't find the whiteboard. We'll just rip off the Shinobi fader and we'll go to this thingy. Okay. Okay, so yo, what up, DJ Z Killers? Oh wait, Z Killers from the Toronto Scratch Session? Or the Pickering Scratch Session? Is it that Z Killer, the famous Z Killers? Okay, so the chase, a typical chase, 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4. Nice, Z Killers, how you been? You been practicing? How old are you again, Z Killers? Let the chat know. Z Killers is on YouTube right now. He's a young upcoming prodigy. He's gonna be the Canadian champion soon. Okay, typical. So here's your typical broken chase, right? And then if we skip the 2 and we just go to the 3, then we've got to do like a 3 3 4, and then say we skip the 3 over here, then we have to do 4 4. So you still have to do the same number of beats, but it's got to be like it's got to add up to, you know, the right number of notes still. So you can do like 1 1 4 4 4 4 or something too. Like that's sort of the idea of it. 12 years old, dang. Not even in high school. That's awesome. You gotta like a 5-year, at least a 4-year head start on when I started DJing. What's good, Moni from Los Angeles? So that's kind of the idea. So some of it is like experimentation, and some of it is honestly like history and watching like a lot of these patterns. So this one, that's basically a simplified version of Total Eclipse's Triumph Juggle. Oh, a new mark to go to touch? Does it look like this? Got the same one. Is it good? I was just singing the praises of this little piece of gear earlier. I like it. Good stuff, Z-Killer. Okay. So yeah, so that's kind of like Triumph, and then DJ Chops did a lot of stuff that was like oops, I messed that up. Yeah, those. So actually, if I'm gonna clarify this a little bit. I think that I sort of. So it's not necessarily like always gonna replace or double up a note. So where is it? Object eraser. Okay, there we go. So it's more like that pattern. I like the way I would think of it is more like 1 1 nothing nothing 4 4 4 4. You know, so this pattern right here, 1 1 skip 4 4 4 4. Oh, August 14th. That's my dad's birthday too. Happy belated birthday, Z-Killer. So 1 1 nothing nothing 4 4 4 4. Okay, nothing in this case is not touching the records. I'm just moving the fader back and forth. Make sure, or sorry, does that make sense? Make sure I said. Yeah, so nothing is just skip. Those are the skips. So skip. 1 1 skip 4 4 4 4. Yeah. What up, early bird? That's right, Lamb Shady. Damn. Shots fired. But yeah. But you can kind of like I said, you can kind of experiment. Like, let me see if I do. Yeah. So there I did 1 1 2 2 X X 4 4, and it works. Oops. But yeah, you can just kind of play around with those. Yeah, so that's another one, you know. I'm kind of just I'm skipping a bunch there, but I bring it back. Yeah, I'm sort of experimenting. I'm doing it a little bit intuitively, but nice Z Killer. Got the hydroplanes, transform and hydroplanes and transformer scratch. Those are two of my favorites. I'll have to come down there and scratch with you guys again. What else about this? Oh yeah, so when you're skipping, one of the cool things about doing the skips and stuff, ooh, that's a good question. You know, I'm not too sure. I don't know that much about those DJ controllers, Zkilla. I would say usually I think people recommend the Pioneer, but I'm not too sure. Yeah. What else is there? The Hercules T7. I've got that one back here. That's a pretty good one. Maybe a little bit big, maybe a little expensive for now. Okay, so yeah, the one another cool thing with skips and doubles is it lets you do longer and different fill patterns. Oops. You know, sort of different fills than you normally would. Let's see. The basic chase, and you can go one step ahead or one behind. Are you asking me to do that, Blizzard? So basically, yeah, you can switch your offset by going. there's all that kind of stuff. You can yeah switch around. Um, ooh, what about the Camelot wheel? Do I ever go over the Camelot wheel? I have a vendetta against the Camelot wheel. I hate it. I hate the Camelot wheel. Um, yeah, the Camelot wheel is just like a weird, fancy, like DJ world name for the circle of fifths. And I don't know. Long story short, I recommend that everybody just like takes a little, take like a month out of your life or whatever, study some music theory, learn the circle of fifths, understand what that means, you know, educate yourself a little bit, you know, become a refined person, you know, fire a few extra brain cells that were just dormant, you know, that kind of thing. Um, Instead of like the Camelot wheel is basically like we're like a bunch of artists and this is like a connect the dots thing and like or no paint by numbers. It's like paint by numbers, you know. It's like oh take 1A to 2A and like it's nobody really knows why you're going 1A to 2A. It's because the wheel says you just go 1A to 2A. But if you understand a little bit of like the music theory, key signatures, the relationships, the circle of fifths, it's not that complex. It's not that crazy. Like it's like, you know, like if you're coming from the absolute ground up, which I did. I came from the full ground up with music theory. I did not understand what a key was like, and this is like after I'd won. I started studying music theory after I won DMC Worlds. Like this was when I all my battle career basically was a lot of just like doing stuff like I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just I don't know, doing it intuitively and learning what I could, but then I actually took music lessons and studied it and I started not knowing anything and then I learned a little bit and honestly the most useful, most important stuff I learned in the first like month or two. Um and it's basically um yeah, circle of fifths and that kind of thing. But essentially, like the bottom line is every key of music is a collection of notes. Um, Specifically, it's a collection of seven notes. Um, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then flats and sharps. And then you have another note gives you an octave, but it's like seven notes. um, Yo, take it easy, Z Killer. So you have seven notes in a key, in a given key, and then a different key also has seven notes, and there's 12 possible notes with your five sharps and flats. Um, but the keys, the basically like it's not just seven random notes, like they're related to each other. So the key of C is C D E F G A B, and then the key of G is going to be six of those notes, but there's one note that is not the same. So in G, there is no C, D, E, F. There's no F. There's a F sharp in the key of G. um, so since there's six of the same notes, they are a fifth apart, and they're close. They're close enough, basically, um, that you can mix them together usually. You can sometimes mash things up. Like basically, yeah, that's that's all the Camelot wheel is telling you. The Camelot wheel, when it goes 1A to 2A, is saying six out of seven of these notes are the same. So you've got like I don't know what that is, six sevenths of a chance of it sounding good, and but it's not even like the reason you have to need to know like music theory and train your ears because it doesn't matter, like six out of seven notes are the same, but maybe that seventh note is like happening a lot and it really doesn't sound good. Then you have to know Um, you have to know that you can't just like listen to the circle of fifths. Or the other thing is like this is a very common thing in a lot of electronic music and music that we use is like um you know you have two different keys. Say they're like way different. Like it's three semitones apart, four semitones apart, and there's only three notes or four notes are in both keys. But one of the songs only uses two notes. That's very common in like in hip hop electronic music. Like there's songs it's not like they're not like virtuoso like works of harmony. They're just using like two notes for the whole song. So even though it's technically not like very close in key, it can still be compatible with a different song. Anyways, that's my rant about the circle of fifths and the Camelot wheel. What up, Pastime Comics? Yeah. So, long story short, just delve into like a little bit of music theory, and it'll go a long way. There's a website that teaches you like all of it's basically like a sort of like a first year college music course. It's pretty easy to find. I forget the name now. It's pretty good. I think it's just called Open Theory or Open Music Theory. It's pretty sweet. Personally, um, I just bought a music theory book. I'd have to find the one, but it was like a 350 page like music theory workbook and on staff paper, and I did it start to finish, and I just took me a few months, but I got it done. Does it mean I use the circle of fifths when building routines? I use the circle of fifths all the time, mixing, building routines. It's a combination of the circle of fifths and just using my ears. um, yeah, you have to do both because you have to know when something sounds good or right or like in key or whatever. Um, and then when it doesn't, you can use theory to make it work even if it does like the theory helps you like bend and mold samples and beats to work with each other that shouldn't on paper. That's how I use it, you know. um Sometimes like you get a sample that's not in key, but if you know a little bit of theory and you know why it's not in key, like or how far or whatever, sometimes it's just like bumping it like one note up or one note down and it will work perfectly. Why is it called the circle of fifths when you're using seven notes? Because it's five each key is five scale degrees apart. So C and G are are beside each other on the circle of fifths. So C D E F G, five notes. The scale of C is C D E F G. So it's the fifth note of the scale of C, and then the fifth note of the scale of G um, is D. G A B C D. So then that's the fifth above G. So it's F C G D A E B F sharp, or I guess G flat, D flat, A flat, E flat, B flat, and then it just keeps going in a circle. B flat back to F. Whoa, what the heck? Flower pot from DV. That FP. FP in the chat. That's a throwback. How you been? How are things? Are you still scratching, my brother? That's a way throwback. Um, Tonic and root notes are key. Exactly. Yeah, those are the fundamentals of all this stuff. Yeah, and when I started, I literally didn't know what a tonic was. I was so confused on what a tonic and root note was, and basically, I think if I can learn music theory, anybody can because I was so far off. I had no idea. Um, Yeah, it took me years. Like I did, yeah, I ended up just taking straight up piano for like I took it for like a good 5 years, and I took jazz piano as well. I was taking two. I had two different piano teachers at one time. um, nice, love you too, bro. You're making beats, nice. Send some over. We'll scratch on them. Um, but yeah, music theory. It's good. It's good for I mean, you don't have to. Like obviously, like I said, all through my battling and everything, I didn't really know music theory. Like I tried. I did try, and I guess I knew some stuff, there's still a lot that I didn't know that was useful, that would have been useful. Like at the end of the day, we're like, this is like a hip hop art form, so you can sort of, stuff can be raw, and like not everything. Like there's a lot. You can make amazing routines that require no knowledge of harmony. If you're not scratching like instruments and stuff, then it doesn't matter. All this stuff is just like not very useful. But the further you go down the rabbit hole, the more freedom that you want, and the less frustration. Then adding a little music theory chops can definitely help. Um, definitely, yeah, yeah. It is more of a rhythm instrument, I'd say for sure on cue. But yeah, you can make it very melodic and very harmonic. If you start getting down here with these pitched um what do they call these things? The pitch play buttons down here. You need to know some theory, some scales and stuff. The camera's freaking out. Was it just me shaking the table? Oh, the autofocus is bugging. There. Um, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. The Woody Tiger Styles types of routines. You need to know some theory chops. Um, nice, cool. Pastime comics. Scratch log. That's dope, man. It's good to document things, and you'll look back and yeah, be able to see how far you come. I'm always a proponent of tracking your progress. Because sometimes it takes like progress is so slow sometimes, and you feel like you're not doing anything, but then you look back and you're like, oh, I'm actually doing pretty good. It's good to have that, so that you're not beating yourself up. I'm just finding a beat here and scratch a little more. One second, different beat, different beat, different beat. Um, that's right, Trollbot. I play a lot of DNB. I played like, yeah, I've been playing about 50% D&B now and 50% other stuff. Um, my last festival set was fully recorded. I'm gonna have it out hopefully in a few weeks or something once it's all edited and that. Latest techniques. That is something, it's still not refined yet, but that's something I've been trying to work on. Yeah, one click wave one clicks. Yeah, but it's really hard to get the wave clear and not like being covered by the one click. Himalix in the house. Oh my god. There's a scratch beast. Thanks, my dude. I'm sure you were probably doing this stuff like 10 years ago. You might be onto something on Q. I wasn't there. I wasn't there when in the early drum bass days, but I have heard that yeah, Canada and Toronto had a pretty dope scene. Is it coming out of one channel only? I'm getting it looks like it's kind of balanced towards one channel. Yeah. Lamb Shady, I already gave the clue. I said, you know, get get down and dirty with your gear this week. Learn your gear inside and out. You gotta know your equipment. Okay, just become one with your equipment, and then the twist will be easy. Okay, one more clue. Never done this twist before. One second. I'm catching up on chat. Any reason why sometimes I'll wander closer to the label and scratch a bit and then go back out? You know, interestingly, I don't really know. I'd have to pay attention because I think that I just sort of do it unconsciously, but there is probably certain techniques that maybe that hand position is more comfortable. But I'd have to, if you can clip it and then I can watch it and I'll be like, oh, I guess I like move my hand. It's probably for certain techniques. I would guess like for certain thumb techniques, my hand position moves or something. But for typical stuff, it's not like I'm doing it like to for like, I don't know, certain style or pitch or something like that. It's more, yeah. But my fader hand, I feel like stays fairly consistent, but my record hand does a lot of wacky stuff that is a little bit easier to track. Himalix, thank you very much, my man. I hope you've been well. Let's see here. Gotta get back to 3 a.m. freestyles. Maybe after Flipper Flop and DMC are done, you know, maybe I'll be back in that. Right now, I've just been so much on my plate. DMC, Flipper Flop, gigs, got a tour coming in the fall I'm planning, got still lessons, one lessons, if anyone out there still wants to learn. Yeah, there's so much going on. So the 3 a.m. freestyles have taken a back seat. The YouTube videos have taken a backseat temporarily, but I'm going to phase those back in once I have a little more time. know, Trollbot. I'm not sure either, and I was absolutely not intending that to happen. But here's the thing: if we want prizes, we are at the whim of the sponsors' timelines. We can do flip or flop for free. We can do free or flop, but I feel like that's what the off season is for. And then, you know, if we're trying to get, that's right. A friend of mine actually, completely unintended, the other day said fit or flop, and I was like, fit or flop. That's maybe that's the, that's the offshoot. That's the next battle. There'll be like a exercise based competition with scratching. Indeed, they do sound good still at a higher speed. Um, Disco Stew, yeah, and there's like cool combos you can do with militaries and flares and stuff eventually as well. Um, yeah. Yo, chops and cuts. Thank you very much. Middle of winter, yeah, exactly. Well, I was trying to get it for January. I was trying to get it for January, but it took, yeah. I talked to a lot of sponsors. We've had multiple sponsors for Flipperflop, as you guys know. Um, it's hard to get the same sponsors every time, blah blah blah. Also, like, yeah, this year, I think every most people are aware of this, but the economy's been shakier for whatever reason. Not going to get into it, but the economy's been shakier, and sponsors are tighter, and it's a little bit tougher to do stuff. Yeah, but I promise I do my best, and I am with you guys that I would like it to not overlap with DMC. Um, yeah, we'll see. I might be able to. What I would like to do, what we have done in the past, I've done more than one flip or flop in a year before, like every 6 months. I don't know how doable that is. I don't know if I don't know if the sponsors have infinite pockets to just do two flipper flops a year, but this one was pretty good season. Got pretty good entries and stuff. We'll see. We'll see how they're feeling in December, January. Reloop is strong for the culture, absolutely. Yeah, Reloop's super dope. They're our sponsor right now, so they're the ones who pulled through and held it down for this flipper flop season. Um, Portablism battles. Isn't there the Portabliss Lounge thing in the UK? Um, yeah. Um, but I'm not sure of too many specific Portabliss ones right now. No, I want to finish that too, Def Switch. I want to finish that too. That's also on the back burner. Everything's on the back burner because I put too much on the front burners. I want to finish that routine though. Yeah, like even today, I it would be nice if I had time earlier to sort of prep and do it. That'd be sick. But spoiler alert: today was basically me emailing 17,000 people about 17,000 things related to DMC and shows and tours and flights and hotels. So, so I finished that – and then ate, and then stream was already here. So yeah, That's just sort of the time of year it is. DMC Canadian finals are in 13 days, so we're in sort of the crunch time of like there's certain things that need to really be stayed on top of, because if they aren't, then it doesn't happen, which is really bad. Um, and everything is good so far. Everything's been good and everything's on track, but it just takes a lot of attention to details to make sure that it stays on track. Um, Takes up all my energy. Speaking of energy, I'm tapping out. Yeah, probably gonna conserve the remainder of my energy to go hit the gym. Um, it's 8:30 here, so it's getting the nighttime. Um, Chill masterclass, but um, yeah. Wait, motions to train. Oh, um, so Wiki Lizzie. Um, if your arm is dying, basically, okay, like building up your endurance from practicing, like not over practicing, but practicing consistently every day is one thing, but also making sure like that you're like you're moving efficiently and you're not overdoing it. You're not holding your arms in weird places. I think there's a decent amount of people who like run into issues scratching because they're essentially like holding a shrug the whole time that they're scratching, and that like or like lifting their elbow up in the air and stuff, and like putting all this excess effort into scratching when you should be like super relaxed and super loose. Like I always say, like pretty much from like your neck to your elbow should be dead when you're scratching, and then all the effort and energy should come from your forearm, wrist, and a little bit from your fingers. um yeah. And that can also be tied to your setup position, typically the height of your setup. If your setup is too high, it can put extra stress on your shoulders and your neck and your traps because you're lifting to reach up to your setup. And then if your setup is too low, you start hunching and then you get scratcher back, and then you basically can't do anything except work in uh, a bell tower, and with all the other hunchbacks. um, yeah. How are you handling it all financially? What kind of question is that, Lamp Shady? You want me to bring my bank account up here? um, how am I handling it financially? Maybe I'm not. I'm just YOLOing it. It's off all the. I'm doing it with all the tens of thousands of dollars I bring in off my master classes every week. That's how we're doing it. Um, 5 inches too high for the 360 turnaround leg moves. Well, I don't know if I would necessarily um, set up my setup to be optimized for 360 leg moves, but you know, maybe optimizing it for like the scratches first, and then and modifying your 360 leg move technique. Yeah, no, I'm yeah, it's a lot of hustling. It's a lot of hustling, you know. It's a lot of hustling. There's sponsors, there's boot camps, there's all sorts of stuff. But at the end of the day, um, yeah, just takes hustling and being. You have to be a little business savvy and entrepreneurial to run events. Whether it's even something as small as flip or flop. It's not. It's not like fully without any investment. It costs money even to do flip or flop, but it's just about planning, and yeah, and that's why it takes a little bit of time and finagling and stuff. So it's not, I can't just drum it up out of nowhere, try and make it, get decent prizes and make sure sponsors are happy and make sure that I'm not going into debt over flip or flop. But yeah, because there's a lot of people who do, I think, lose a lot of money running events and stuff, and that's not good because then you just have to stop doing it eventually. A treadmill under your decks let you scratch. That's a good idea. Maybe I have room under here. Word, respect cutting corners, and shouts to T Junior too. It's me and T Junior are definitely, it's definitely a super 50-50. I would be, if T Junior wasn't my partner for DMC, I'd be dead. I'd be a dead person. Um, nice Nightshade. I appreciate that. 2015 DMC, yeah, goated year. Whoever won that year, they're serious. All right, I'm gonna take off, guys. You guys have a good night. Flip or flop this Sunday. So if you're a finalist in the producers, get your beats done. Same stuff as the last week. There is a twist, but nobody will know it, so the producers can't know. The DJs will know whenever I feel like telling them. And there's 4 left. We're down to 4. Cutting corners. Jinx. Lamp Shady. Kevin Adam. 4 of the regulars. The veterans. Well, Cutting Corners like a semi-veteran. He's not like a full veteran. One season. He's the least veteran, but Cutting Corners, maybe that's how we'll bill the final. Cutting Corners is coming to overthrow the veterans. Are the producers also only finalists? The producers, it's all the producers who are in the semifinals are in the finals as well. Because for the producers, it's a little bit. We've tweaked the points and scoring over the years, and basically for the producers, it's like the semifinals and finals mashed together, so that it's not. We used to do just the finals, like yeah, but it's for the producers. I think it's too much like luck almost. Even doing it this way is like a little bit, but we also want to make it like the finals and playoffs be like mean something, you know. So yeah. That's good, Lamshady. Lamshady's nervous. You know, better get practicing. You can sleep after the finals. 2 files, Dingo. Yeah, we're mix and matching. Um, yeah, we used to do 1 file when it was only the finals points, because if you did 2 files, then if there's just too high of a chance of a tie. But now, since we're just doing culmination of points, 2 files is fine. That's right. All right. Take it easy. See you guys in the Discord.